Animal Crossing New Horizons is going to be coming out very, very soon. To be exact, 2 months and 12 days from the release of this video. Now, with that said, we still have a lot of information we need to learn about the game before it actually releases, and a lot of us were expecting a Nintendo Direct to pop up at some point in the near future. And it just so happened that we did see a Nintendo Direct announced, but it was a Pokemon Direct, unfortunately not an Animal Crossing Direct. But I will say that this by no means confirms that we are not going to be having an Animal Crossing Direct in the very near future. In the entire history of the Nintendo Direct, you'll actually notice there are quite a few examples of when they have had more than one Direct in a 1 month time span. Another thing I do want to mention in this video, it's really important to note that over the last year, every single month of 2019, we did see some type of Nintendo Direct. Now, some of them were smaller, some of them were made for specific games, and some of them only came out in certain languages in certain regions. But every single month, we did see some kind of data dump from Nintendo in video form. One other thing that's really important to note here is that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate does have its final DLC character for pack number 1 coming out in February, and they still haven't announced what it even is at this point in time. So we do know for a fact that before February, there is going to be at least a Smash release of some sort of information at some sort of event or something. We don't know again exactly where that's going to happen, when it's going to happen, in what form that's going to take, but it does push a little bit more towards there being probably another January just full-on Nintendo Direct to go alongside the Pokemon Direct that's happening tomorrow. Animal Crossing is a massive release. Obviously, Nintendo's put a lot of time and effort into making it the best it can be. They pushed back the release date, and they've sort of been a little bit stingy on what information they did push out there. Obviously, we've gotten little bits and pieces of information here and there, and we're itching for more, and I have to imagine in the next few weeks, we're going to be getting a significant amount more. One more thing I do want to mention in this video is that we have had multiple leakers come forward and say that there are certain things that are going to be announced. There are certain directs that are upcoming. There are certain bits of information about the game that have been, talked about here and there behind the scenes that very few people know other than the developers of the game. But, we don't know the validity of those leaks until we actually, see the information firsthand from Nintendo themselves, obviously. But I will say there is one leaker in particular that you may want to pay a little more attention to. I'm sure most of you aren't familiar with Emily Rodgers, but she's a prominent leaker in the gaming community as a whole, and she has leaked or correctly predicted a lot of things that have happened in the past. She just sort of analyzes things. Sometimes she has actual information, sometimes she just predicts things, but a lot of the time she's had very accurate information before anybody else has come out with it, and she's been relatively reliable in the past. And she has come out and said that Nintendo is going to be focusing very heavily on Animal Crossing for the next 3 months leading up to and after release. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see exactly how that pans out. But that just gives us more just push towards the side of there's going to be a lot of information dropping very, very soon. We just need to be patient. It's only going to be a little bit farther out, guys. Just take a deep breath, chill out, just sip some hot cocoa, or if you're in a hot area, just have a slushy and chill out. Okay? Now, Nintendo doesn't often schedule Nintendo Directs one after the other in a very, very short time span, but they do often schedule Nintendo Directs within about a 2 to 3 week time span from each other. So I would say by about, the 3rd week of January, so just about 2 weeks from now, leading in towards the end of the month, we will probably see an announcement very soon for a Nintendo Direct that's going to be aired right about at that time. But yeah, guys, that's going to be about it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Let me know down in the comments below, when do you think the next Animal Crossing New Horizons info dump is going to be? Do you think it's going to be a specific Direct? Do you think it's going to be just a normal Nintendo Direct and feature it? When do you think it's going to be? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it and discuss it with you guys, but I'm very, very excited for this, if you guys can't tell, and I hope you guys are as well. And yeah, I'll be covering it as soon as we do get more information, but otherwise I will see you in the next one. Till then, peace.